Alright me lovers, Athrun Talan here with another episode of Let's Play Dark Souls, and all being well, this will be the final episode of this playthrough. Now I've popped all my soul items, as you might be able to see, which will give us the opportunity to level up. We're going to put our endurance up, and I think we're going to put our strength up by 2 points. That will be quite nice later down the line. Yes, definitely. Great. So that puts us at level 92 for this playthrough. And because it feels somewhat right, whether or not I'll actually be able to keep this or not, but I'm going to revert myself to human form before we go and take on Gwyn. As I say, I don't know if I'll be able to keep this. You know what I'm like with my humanity, although I kept it pretty well for the last episode. I kept it all the way through New Londo, which I was not expecting. I thought I was going to lose it at some point. Kept it all the way and then lost it to the Four Kings. Which is okay, I don't mind that too much. To Daughter of Chaos. We're going to pick up that last Firekeeper soul and put it to good use. I feel nothing for Talan, and now we've opened up the shortcut and saved Solaire. Oh, you know what? Actually, there is one last place we're going to have to go. I've just realised. Yep, one last place we're going to have to go. Cover that in a minute. That takes care of her, and leaves this guy coming after me.
What have you done? What have you done?
She was doomed anyway. There we go, Firekeeper soul, lovely stuff. Oh, that is the reason I do not like killing those things. They're a bitch to take down, and there are many of them, so what I'm going to try and do... There we go. Much easier. Egg vermitude. Okay, we are going to be heading up to the Daughter of Chaos's lair and then out into Blighttown. We've got one last stop to make. I probably shouldn't have used the humanity for this because it's probably going to get us killed. But it's going to be worth it. Alright, Blighttown bonfire. Yay. I hope never to come back to this infernal place. There is somebody, I think, standing on the island over there. I'm going to go and have a look and see who that is. Somebody who's got a thing for me, sure. Or at least it would seem to be. Oh, it's a pyromancer. That's interesting. He's taking poison damage just by standing in the water. I don't know who this is, I have to say. I was hoping for a backstab, didn't pull off, never mind. Not sure who that was. Right, anyway, we're heading over in this direction. We're going to make one last stop and hopefully bring Siegmeyer's story to an end. Do you remember the old days when I had to head back to a bonfire because I'd been poisoned and I didn't have enough poison healing items? So glad that's over and done with. Blank shield and an illusionary wall, leading us to a chest. Regular chest, I believe. Yep. With 2 inhumanities, which is always handy, and then another illusionary wall. Now, this area is going to be problematic. I don't think I've ever actually made it to the bottom before, but I know Siegmeyer's story ends down there. It's full of, well, the biggest problem is basilisks. I hate the basilisks. You remember those from the depths? The toad-like things with the giant eyes that thought it was a great idea to breathe out curse damage. We are going to light the bonfire here because we're probably going to need it. Let's face it. And it doesn't matter about getting back out safely because we can just warp if we need to. And we're going to take a very slow route down, keeping our eyes open. I didn't actually complete this the first time round, and that the reason behind that was due to not having any ranged attacks. So I had to, if I wanted to do anything, I had to deal with the basilisks head on. Having some ranged attacks might make things a little bit easier, we'll see. It just hopefully won't end up being cursed. You can see there are some crystal, what are they called? The Titanite demons, the little crystal lizards. There's a few of those around as well. You can't see them yet, but you can certainly hear them, and I've just lost one of them, I think. Which is fine. Just gotta remember where I'm going. I could go under there. And if memory serves, up ahead, there are some basilisks. There's one of the crystal lizards. I can't remember the name for some reason today. That's bothersome. I don't know if I could just kill it off from here. No, I can't get a ranged attack. And there's basilisks downstairs. I can see that now. See a couple of them, which is fine. If I can get an attack, I can probably kill it before it hits me. I was going to say, for some reason, I still can't get a lock on. Get away from its crap, its poison cloud. Curse cloud, even. And we've got quite a way down to go. Now, I know there's one there, but that's not the only one, I don't think. What I don't want to do is to drop in. Yeah, see, there's another one. What I didn't want to do was drop in and be mobbed by one. Be mobbed by more than one. Now, I don't know if there's another one. Can't hear another one moving. No, I think that's the last one down there, so let's try and get a drop on it, shall we? Good, that one's dead. I'm not too bothered about the items here, I just want to try and make it to the bottom. See if there's an invisible wall. There is not. There's another crystal lizard around. It's on our left. Maybe not. Okay, large soul of a nameless soldier. Excellent. This is already further than I've come down before. Now, I could go across that side, or I could try heading down this way for now. I think I'm going to have to head... Oh, wow, that is a really, really big drop. Yeah, I think I have to head onto this branch next. Oh shit, I thought I'd fallen to my death then. Can't get through there, so maybe I have to drop down onto this one below me. Which I should be able to do without taking too much damage. There's another crystal lizard below me, I could see him on the left. Whether or not I can get to him or not... nope, he's already gone. These guys disappear quick. I'm not overly bothered, I've got the weapons I'm going to be using for the final boss. Still, it would have been quite nice. Maybe I'll come back here again at some point in the next playthrough. But now, I don't think there's anything else around there, no, and I'm going to drop down onto this branch. And this great hollow, I believe, is one of the arch trees that the dragons had inhabited before Gwyn and the giants rose up to overthrow them. That's still a really long way down. Can I roll down onto that, I wonder? Cause me damage, but I should be able to make it. It didn't cause me too much damage, which is good. I'm gonna use a flask, because why not? Slow and careful. So there's another route there that'll take us further down, another one there. I'm going to take this one, I think. Again, I'm just trying to make it to the bottom. So... Fuck, that may have screwed me over. Maybe I can slip in. No. Can I make that jump? I have a feeling that's going to kill me if I try. Well, we rested at the bonfire, so we could use a homeward bone and then drop back down here. I think that's what I'm going to do. take it down now. Certainly very close. There's one more item up there. Let's go and see what that is. Blue Titanite chunk, great. There's a ladder there, but we're not going to be able to use it because we've come down the wrong way. And then another route here, which will wind us down a little bit further. And another route. There's some basilisks down there. Wonderful. Just when you think it couldn't get any worse. See one? Just the one? Is there just the one? That can't be just the one. There's got to be more than that. Stop him from spewing his shit everywhere. There's more than one down here. I can hear it. I can hear them. Probably 2 or 3 maybe. There's a ladder there. Take me upstairs. Gonna very carefully make our way around and see if I can find those other basilisks. There's one. There's a hole. 2 holes. Oh fuck, missed the lightning spear, that's fine. Missed another lightning spear. Oh god, failing this one. Come on. Pull it together. Oh, for Pete's sake, would you just die? There we go. That was a big old waste of lightning spears there, but it's okay. I can hear another one. There's a ladder there, that's probably where we want to go. And I'm guessing that other one might be below us. Oh god, it's even deeper. See 1, 2, 3 of them. Fucking hell. I don't particularly want to deal with 3 of them. Well, that's got me down to 2 at least. The other one knows I'm here. I say I don't want to get too close to them, and yet I seem to be still getting quite close to them. Despite my not wanting to. There's another one there. Let's see if I can sneak up behind it. And get a backstab. Yeah, a single swipe or 2 will probably be enough to take these guys down now, but I don't like getting too close. It's too much risk of curse damage. Get around the other side and take this one out as well. Or maybe not. Fuck it. Yeah, just a single attack is enough to kill these guys now. Like I said, I really don't like getting too close. Handy to farm them for Eyes of Death though, which will think is to do with the Gravelord Covenant, which in the very first episode that I went down into the catacombs, you saw me resting in a grave briefly, or in a coffin, and not being able to figure out what it did. Stay there long enough and you get brought before Nito, and you can join the Gravelord Covenant. I may actually do that next time round, because I'm still going to be playing a Faith character, and it gives us access to a couple of Faith abilities. I can either invade other people's worlds for the Eyes of Death, or I can, well, do this, kill basilisks. I'm not quite sure which is worse. Who knows? Anyway, heading downwards. I think we're close to the bottom. I hope we're close to the bottom. I don't want to be doing this for too much longer. I don't like it. I do seem to remember there being mushroom parents down here as well. And they will attack. So I want to be careful with those. In fact, I can hear one running around. Can you see a mushroom child there? Can't hear a parent. Oh no, it's the mushroom children that attack you. Okay. Weaken a strong or kill it. Oh, that's a creepy sound. It's kind of like an eagle, but not. Like an eagle crossed with an owl, crossed with something insane. Could drop down there, but I'm not going to. I'm going to just head downwards. Okay. Yeah, you fall down there. That's great. Anything to make my job easier. I don't know how that turned into a plunging attack, but it did. Oh yeah, there's the mushroom parents. Hi guys. Well, so long as you're stuck on the landscape. That's not what I was hoping to do. Oh, there we go. They're coming up this way now. Hi. Now look, I'm not trying to cause a problem, but I just want to get through. If you could like let me through, that would be great. I'm gonna have to kill you all, aren't I? Fine, I'll do it. But only because I have to. I'm not doing this because I want to. That took too many lightning spears. Wow, that took a lot of stamina as well. Ow! Forgot about those things taking off almost half your health in one strike. Fuck it. Where do you come from? Look, Munchkin, bugger off. I'm trying to kill your pa. Ow! Got the first rule of Dark Souls, check your corners. Oh, that'll do it. Fuck, there's another one behind me. I was going to say, I hope I can just get down here and get away from them for a second, just to regroup. God, why are you still alive? These guys are harder than Artorias. Well, more of damage soaks than Artorias at least. I'll save that last lightning spear, I might need it. There we go. That takes care of the last of them. So now I've slaughtered the entire mushroom family. Whatever will Princess Peach say? Let's see if we can find our way to what we came here for. Here we go. The Ash Lake. Probably formed by the burnt remains of the arch trees. I mean, you can see most of the arch trees there, and we must be up quite high. Because you can actually see the sky, which is unusual. And some sunlight spears almost hanging in the sky there. So there's a bonfire downstairs, and the end of our story with Siegmeyer. There's also a Hydra down here, which I don't particularly want to deal with. And somewhere around, one of the final everlasting dragons. Running barefoot towards the running barefoot through the sand or ash. Gonna light and stop here for a moment. There we go.
My father is hollow now. Nothing to do. He will cause no more trouble. Finally over. I will return to Athrun. You assisted us so greatly. I can hardly return the favor, but please accept this. It's of no use to me now. Dear Father.
And this is the end of Siegmeyer's story, and I can't help but say we're to blame for it. Siegmeyer adventured out from his homeland of Catarina, searching for adventure in Lordran, and part of what was a core belief to him was his own self-reliance and independence. The more times we helped him outside of Sen's Fortress, in Sen's Fortress, in Anno Londo, in Blighttown, and again in Anno Londo, again in Lost Izalith, he lost a little piece of that self-reliance, a little piece of what made him such a proud warrior. The time we saw him in Lost Izalith, that was his last-ditch attempt at regaining his honour by offering to help us out, and still we helped him, saved his life, and cost him that last little piece of proudness that he had. As a result, he had nothing left and went hollow. He had nothing left to believe in, nothing left to work for. And so his own daughter was forced to put him down. Yet another sad end to a story taking place in Lordran. So we're done here.
I am pleased to see you well. Is it something urgent?
Maybe. Take us down below, please.
Very well. Then stay still for a moment.
Right, we need to kindle the Lord Vessel with the souls that we've gathered. There we go. We have reunited Gwyn's 4 parts of his soul. And now we head into the Kiln of the First Flame. This was a proper parrying moment for me. That's how I ended up dealing with Gwyn the first time round, by practicing parrying a little bit. And we may end up doing it again this time, we'll see. And when Gwyn, as I said in a previous video, when Gwyn left Anno Londo, he took his Black Knights with him, the ones that had their armour charred black by keeping the demons back in Lost Izalith and the Demon Ruins. So those are who we're going to find along this path. And I will have a crack parrying 1 or 2 of them, we'll see how it goes. There's one down there. Boom. They are strong though. And I'm not nearly as powerful as I was the first time I did this. Hence why parrying isn't as effective. Take it out, another Titanite chunk. The Kiln of the First Flame, ladies and gentlemen. I believe these also arch trees. They very much look like it. Flush ash. Heavy amounts of ash. This one's got a much bigger sword. Hoping for a backstab, did not manage it. There we go. Nope. There we go, that takes care of him. And a red Titanite chunk. Hopefully they'll be able to carry these over and maybe use them to level up in another game. In New Game +1 if I decide to do it. I'd like to, but at the same time I want to tackle Dark Souls 2. I've never played it before. It's going to be a completely blind playthrough when I do go in there. So that's going to be interesting. Interesting and probably very infuriating. One more across the way there. And once again we're fighting on narrow platforms. Again, I hate fighting on narrow platforms. Never ends well. I think I can actually skip past him if I remember correctly. There is an item on my right, but I don't particularly want to go and pick it up. I can at least get across the platform. I'm going to take him out this time around because I think he might have something useful for us. Okay. Is there an item? There is an item over there, and it's another Titanite chunk. Not really that useful, but we'll keep it anyway. I'm going to grab that item, and since we're human and we managed to save his life, we can summon Solaire, and it would be remiss of us not to give Solaire a chance to find his own son against Gwyn. So we will be doing that. I don't need to do it, as I say, I can beat him without it. It might take me a couple of attempts. I could make it first time, I might not, we'll see. But we are going to summon Solaire to give us a hand. And as I say, just to allow him to close out his own story. There's his sign there. What we're going to do is take out a couple of the Black Knights that are down here first, clear the way, and then we'll go down together. I think there's at least one more. Yeah, there he is. I think it might be two. There might be one a bit closer. So let's just get this one coming in. Hi! Rude. I say hi, and you try and hit me with an axe. Wow, that's a lot of stamina gone. Another white Titanite chunk, excellent. And another one down there. Is that the last one? Yep, halberd this time round. Okay. You go right ahead. And another nice backstab. I got at least one parry on these guys, I'm happy with that. Blue Titanite chunk, great. Let's go and get Solaire on his feet. Hey Solaire. You gonna give us a hand, buddy? Praise the sun, my friend, praise the sun. Let's go. Ending wise, I'm probably going to go for the Link the Fire endings. If I do a New Game Plus, I'll be aiming for the Dark ending instead. Usher in the Age of Man. Here we go, this is what our episodes have been building to, what the entire playthrough has been preparing for. You with me, Solaire? He's with me. Hey, Gwyn. Oh, grab attack. Completely forgot about that one. I was going to say, if Solaire can keep his... Wow, has that managed to hit me even back here? Yeah, it can. Okay. See if we can get him to pay attention to us again. Pelt him with lightning spears. How's he? I was going to say he wasn't actually causing me any damage for any of that. That was a bit weird. Right. And Solaire got the last hit. Solaire, indeed, can praise the sun, for he has found his own son. Goodbye, my friend, goodbye. And with that, yeah, here we are. Probably could have gotten into a parrying war with him and finished him off that way. But actually I'm fairly happy how this went. It could have gone worse. Could have gone better, could have gone worse. Now, where is that bonfire? Link in the fire, ladies and gentlemen. And with that, our game is done. Our strong soul will fuel the fire for a period of time at least. And after that, well, the cycle will begin again. The flames will fade, the monsters will rise, and there must be another chosen undead to continue the cycle. I hope you've enjoyed this, ladies and gentlemen. I have really enjoyed going back through the game again, with some areas as an exception. Excuse me, and I am going to do a New Game Plus at some point. Whether I'll do it straight away or whether I'll move on to Dark Souls 2, I don't know yet, I haven't decided. And being a Faith playthrough has been a little bit different. Some bosses, they've been easier, and some bosses have been a lot harder. Trying to think off the top of my head, Ornstein and Smo I still had to pretty much do physically wise because they have insanely high lightning resistance. But some of the bosses were a damn sight easier because I could get away from them and hit them with a strong strike with the lightning spears and the great lightning spears. So that was pretty nice. Some bosses, I'm trying to remember off the top of my head which ones were harder. Gaping Dragon wasn't particularly hard. Yeah. Capra Demon was still a bitch. Those two dogs, I'm hoping to take those out soon next time round, and hopefully that should make things a tad easier. Generally, I've very much enjoyed my time with this game. There's not really much to say. I'll let you enjoy the rest of the credits, and I'll see you either in a New Game Plus or a playthrough of Dark Souls 2. Until next time, directly.